Hey guys, welcome back to the Espresso Outlet YouTube channel, and we're going to do a kind of a little mini series on some Eureka grinders. These have been extremely popular grinders. One of my favorites, this isn't it today, is the Atom 75. We'll do an unboxing on that. But today I have this Eureka Mignon Specialita. This is the Specialita 55. I believe this is the black model. Yes, it's the black model. So we have these in stock ready to ship as of the time of this video, and we pretty much always have them in stock, but they are a very popular grinder. So let's go ahead and just unbox this real quick and take a close look. Okay, so we got it unboxed real quick. You can see that it comes with a square hopper, and the hopper has a little key way on the top so that it's not sitting on there crooked. So you can press it into place. If you do want to lock it into place, there is a set screw in the back. Just make sure not to over tighten it because you might crack your hopper. There is a bean shutoff, so if you wanted to ever pull this to clean it, you can always push in that shutoff flap. And then we have our fork in the front, and you'll just use a standard Phillips head screwdriver to adjust the height. Simply goes in like so, and you can adjust it for your portafilter. Okay, so let's look at some of the features on this grinder. We'll kind of do a top-down overview, but first I want to turn it on. So we do have our toggle switch here at the bottom. And when you turn it on, you can see that we have our display in the front, but let's just kind of take a top-down overview. We have our hopper, and our hopper has a clear lid. Sometimes on the larger grinders, they come with a black lid. It looks really sharp, and the square hopper really fits the lines of the grinder itself. I already talked about the bean shutoff chute, so if you're wanting to remove this hopper, you could push that little tab in and it's going to shut off your bean supply. Next, we have our adjustment knob. This is an infinite adjustment knob, so you can adjust it from fine to coarse. Really, I consider this a espresso grinder more than like a coffee and espresso grinder, so that's kind of my opinion on this. You're not going to want to use that infinite adjustment. You can technically use it for both, but you're going to be, in my opinion, frustrated going back and forth. Next, we have our touch display. You can see that it has our time. We can hit the plus and minus to increase our time. We have our single cup and our 2 cup. So it comes out of the box. The single cup is set on 6 seconds. The 2 cup is set on 11 seconds. That's really just kind of your single and double shot. Something that I like to do is I like to set my single shot to like ½ second just to purge out the grinder. And then I like to have my double shot be my actual double shot time. Moving down, we have our spout. And I did adjust the fork so that it would hold the portafilter. Your portafilter is going to be a little bit different. It might be a little bit high up. Underneath that, there's a button. So when you push your portafilter in, that's going to trigger the dose, and I accidentally just did it. But it is running, and it's going to count down, and it will grind whatever time you have programmed in. The fork is removable, so you can take that off. I know that they sell some third-party like bins that go beneath it, but again, I really consider this an espresso grinder. Taking a quick look at the back, you can see that we have our Eureka logo. I've always thought that their shield looked really fancy on the back of grinders, and then you have the brand for the Mignon brand lineup. Okay, so this is more of a maintenance step, but I wanted to show you the burrs. So to get into your grinder quickly, remove the hopper from the grinder. And let's turn it around. Make sure that your grinder is unplugged. Take this shield off carefully. It just kind of pulls off, and there is a small screw in the back. So we're going to remove this screw. I just wanted to show you the burrs real quick, but this is also a nice step just in case you ever needed to clean your grinder. So the top comes off. So you'll want to take a Sharpie and just kind of mark your orientation so that when you take this upper burr carrier off, you can ensure to put it back in the same location. Okay, so here's our 55mm burrs. They are a multi-purpose burr, but again, I consider these more designed for espresso. And here's kind of a top-down view. You'll want to make sure to keep these wires out of the way, and there is our bottom rotating burr. You can see our adjustment mechanism. When you adjust this, this burr carrier will move up and down inside the grinder. Okay, so before I put the top back on, I did want to show you one of the reasons why Eureka grinders are so quiet is they have this outer body, but then the entire grinder assembly is suspended on these little shock mounts. So there's actually a shock mount beneath each one of these. You can see it has just a little bit of give, and that's just to prevent that isolation between the body and the grinder itself. So these grinders, they're very quiet in my opinion for a coffee grinder. Okay, so we went ahead and set this Specialita up on the bar. I did mess around with dialing in the grind size. If this is your first grinder, you're probably gonna be a little bit frustrated. Have plenty of beans on hand, you're probably not going to get it your first time. I do recommend having it maybe overshoot a little bit on your time and just focus on getting 18 grams. So I have my portafilter. Let's throw it on the scale, tare it, and let's grind a dose and see how close we get. So I had it set on about 9.1 seconds, and that will change as you adjust your grind size. And we're at about 18.3. So we know we're really on track, at least from a timer standpoint. I might reduce it by like 0.1. I've been playing with the actual grind adjustment right here. So I do expect this is a brand new grinder. And with brand new burrs, you're probably going to not have the cleanest shot. You'll probably get a little bit of spurting out this bottom. Just give it some time. Don't force these burrs. Some people want to run tons of beans through it to break them in quickly. I really don't recommend doing that. Just let them break in naturally. So I'm going to give it a light WDT and we'll pull a shot. Okay, so we have our Windoji espresso machine heated up. Let's go ahead and pull that shot. Looks like we've dialed it in pretty much perfect. We'll see how this shot progresses. Looks perfect. Okay, so just kind of wrap up this video, we've been looking at this Eureka Mignon Specialita 55. It's kind of a mouthful, but it's really fantastic grinder. I've actually had one of these in the past, and we're just getting a new shipment of Eureka in and thought it's a good time to redo some videos. So really fantastic grinder. It's going to fit a lot of people as like your introductory kind of high-end grinder. Has 55 millimeter espresso burrs. It's really what it's made for. The infinite micro adjust and the time dosing. So once you figure out the time dosing and about where your setting is going to be, that's probably the most frustrating part of these time dose grinders, but I've always enjoyed them. I've owned many Eureka throughout the year. Fantastic build quality. And we're going to be doing a couple more videos reviewing some other products from Eureka as well. So for today, I appreciate you guys tuning in. See you next time.